Why do you think that work well-being is actually getting worse?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think it's this cycle, this horrible cycle that we're in. So there is it does start off with a high stress environment, which I think healthcare in general, especially those in hospital systems, like that is pretty difficult to work in for long periods of time without a break. And what's really interesting in our well-being data, we've been keeping track of how people feel about their employers for the last 5 years, since October of 2019. And you can see like the graph of well-being has been steadily declining since then. However, in April of 2020, that was the highest peak of well-being. April. So this is a month after the lockdown. And if we start thinking about, well, why were people happiest a month after this lockdown? And you start to look at, well, all the news reports that we were reading around those times, the things that employers were doing to keep people engaged, like that is the standard of well-being. We were clapping out nurses at the end of their shifts. We were honking at drivers on the road, thanking them for being those frontline workers, those essential workers. We were giving people the flexibility to go to doctor's offices or hang out with their kids because their kids were home from school. But then May 2020 comes along and we're like, we don't really care about that anymore. We're not going to clap you out. We're not going to show appreciation. And I think healthcare workers, especially, kept having to do all of that difficult work, but with a lot less pats on the back or a lot less visibility to their leadership. And so that is a big piece of why I think it's been declining is that employers have become complicit with the amount of talent that's coming through their doors, so they just don't necessarily see the value in providing those individuals with a really great work experience.